You crazy? Only the fuck you think they can play with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. Fuck you up. I play no motherfucking games.
Will a win over Canelo put you ahead of Mayweather as the greatest boxer of this generation?
Listen, I leave the opinions to everybody else. But like I said, after this fight, when I defeat Canelo, I'm gonna be on Mount Rushmore. That's where I'm gonna be.
No one thought it would explode in this way. This was supposed to be a normal first meeting between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford, but things got serious behind the scenes. People got angry and raised their voices, so security had to separate two all-time greats before things got worse. There is no clear evidence of who first spoke out. The message was clear, though. This wasn't a planned stop for the reporters. In a way that the sport hadn't felt in a long time, this was pride versus greatness, heritage versus legacy. Nothing calmed down when they finally sat across from each other. If anything, the anxiety rose as the cameras went around. Even though they both tried to stay cool, Floyd's eyes told the real story. He wasn't there to make people laugh. He didn't have any smiles, jokes, or showy personalities that he had worked on for 20 years. Crawford kept his cool, steady, and collected. Regardless, it was clear that he was ready for whatever Floyd had to offer.
Every day, for years, every day in boxing. I'm somewhere in Aruba, in the Bahamas, in Dubai. I'm traveling the world on my jet.
The conversation started out in a calm way. The main topics of conversation were contracts, money, and negotiations. Both sides talked about respect and worth. That being said, the mood changed right away when the question of who really leads this group was brought up. Crawford moved his place closer to him. Floyd's body language got stern, and he looked irritated for the first time in a long time. Not from attacks or trash talk, but from what was really going on at the time. Everyone in the room, including Floyd, knows why this fight is happening. Canelo Alvarez started the fire when he said in public that Terence Crawford was better than Floyd. It only took one sentence to make things very bad online. Canelo lost to Crawford, who now stands at the top of the fighting world. Right then, Floyd fans all over the world started saying something he would never stand for. It looks like someone has beaten Mayweather in boxing for the first time.
And compare and contrast the fight between yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
That's what really makes all of this go. Floyd has a point that no one ever gets on. At 47 years old, he's locked in a fight with the most dangerous fighter in the sport right now because he's never given up.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. Like he's actually more of a weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? He would have kept him at bay. It would have been hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford is his era.
When the press meeting started, things were still very tense from the stare down. Floyd usually takes over the mic and jokes and acts cocky, but this wasn't that kind of show. Floyd gave a show that was sharp, focused, and intense. Not a single act or show took place. Every word he spoke was about past and keeping what he had built safe. He wants this fight because he won't let anyone change how he is known in boxing.
Mayweather Jr. is one of the biggest egos in the sport, so much so that he could not find a way to give Muhammad Ali credit as being a top 5 fighter and claimed that Roberto Duran sits above Muhammad Ali, right? Why? Because Floyd wants to be better than Muhammad Ali. He completely redid his image when he became Money Mayweather to pretty much copy from calling himself the GOAT, calling himself TBE, right? Whole thing. Very disrespectful of Muhammad Ali when he was coming up, when after Floyd Mayweather Jr. wound up being at the top of the sport. So now that Terence Crawford has firmly placed himself at the top of boxing, and not just as the pound for pound fighter right now, many people are saying, hey, shouldn't he be considered one of the greatest fighters of all?
Now there's Crawford, standing across the room, steady and calm. He looks at Floyd like he's just another rival. There's no need for Crawford to show himself. He has already beaten Errol Spence, stopped Canelo, and shut down critics. Does he need to beat Floyd? Without a doubt not. He still wants it, though.
I didn't have to have 70 fights, or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
She did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that
The greatest of all time.
When asked if he could beat Mayweather, Crawford would do his best not to say anything. He never answered in a firm way. I was never made to feel like I had to own the conversation. That was the Crawford a long time ago.
Yeah, so if you pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking, man.
That
Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
Crawford now says that he could beat Floyd even when Floyd was at the top of his game. That cocky remark made things worse between them like gasoline on a spark.
You gotta have 4 arms. No, 6 eyes.
Is Floyd better than you? Keyshawn beat Tank?
Keyshawn beat everybody. Him and Shakur.
How you feel about them not fighting each other? That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. They don't need to fight each other.
Was there anybody ever?
They can beat up everybody else.
Was there anybody ever like that in boxing with you? Cause not really Sean Porter, right?
Nope. No friends. Just missing Steve. I think Tim Bradley would have been like that.
Okay.
I think Tim Bradley would have been like that. I wouldn't have fought Tim.
If the opportunity presented itself against Floyd, you wouldn't, though, even though you admire him so much and he's so great.
Floyd, yeah, because I wasn't as close. Me and Floyd close now.
Right.
When Floyd was boxing, I wasn't as close with Floyd like I am now.
How do you beat Floyd, though? Like, since nobody's been able to crack that code.
You think I would tell you?
He ain't fighting anymore. So that fight ain't gonna happen.
You gotta have 4 arms. 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
I think that's the answer.
Nah, I didn't hear nothing. Floyd better than you. Some fighters say, even like Javante Davis.
beat Sean.
Okay, that's a no.
When the reporters asked Crawford questions, Floyd was clearly annoyed, both at what he said and at what he stands for: a new winner, a new standard, and the next best fighter in the sport. Floyd hates the threat to his legacy rank, and he will always hate it.
Wins in a fight, you or Prime Floyd?
Me.
No questions?
Why would you think that I would say Floyd? You know, that's one of my favorite fighters. But yeah.
The press then talked about Floyd's upcoming fight with Mike Tyson. It's important to be clear, this is not a real competition. Everything about it is fun. It's clear that both you and Mike Tyson will go into the ring for the show and the payoff that fans will see.
All time. Ending this interview.
Number one, and the only one that he got at top is Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Terence Crawford is this generation guy. You know what I'm saying? Accomplishing all the goals that he accomplished.
Matched up? How do they match up, Floyd and Terence?
Hey, I'm like this, man. It's going to be great because Floyd, he's about his work. He put in work. We've been watching it for decades. You know what I'm saying? Him coming out of retirement to do this fight, that's a win for the whole world boxing. Every generation from Floyd generation to this generation to get to see it come. That's just like we never get to see Michael Jordan play, right? But we remember when he used to play.
You can't ignore the fact that Mike Tyson is in the other corner, though. And if Tyson gets angry or passionate, know that he has never tried to hide how much he dislikes Floyd. This show could quickly become dangerous.
Come on, you don't bring up Muhammad Ali, man. You don't bring up Mike Tyson, man. You always bring up Floyd Mayweather, man.
Now listen, we're talking about Floyd. And listen, we all gotta believe we're the greatest of all time, right? We all gotta believe that. But we all know Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time.
If you could have fought any fighter in your life, any weight, any era, who would you have picked that you would have liked to fight the most?
Floyd Mayweather.
But here's the truth. Crawford was better than Tyson in every way. When someone says Crawford's name, Floyd's mood changes. He changes from Money Mayweather, the showman, to Floyd Mayweather Jr., the unbeaten fighter who wants to get back into the ring. Floyd thinks that if he beats Crawford now, there will never be any more arguments about his reputation. But Crawford also knows that beating Floyd even though he was older makes him one of the best boxers of all time. You're not just getting paid again. Floyd is still a very dangerous person, which everyone knows.
Him coming up in the era that he came up in, he had all them champions that he was able to fight. And that's what led him to be so great, you know, because he fought the most champions, beat the most champions, got the most money for beating the most champions. So it was just like, man, he had this guy.
Many fans thought that Crawford would quit after beating Canelo. He had already gotten through his toughest problems. He proved he could beat a bigger opponent that no one thought he had a chance against. He then climbed to the top of the pound-for-pound rankings and seemed to have fully established his name.
Backwards, stay composed, good defense, hands was always up, countering everything that Canelo was throwing at him. It was just a little more active fight. Canelo did hit him to the body, but it was pretty much all Terence.
I think some of what we saw from Canelo is what he's has to resort to now. Fight. Maybe he's dealt with some injuries to where he's not as mobile. It's just the pattern that he's put himself in for the last, 6 to 8 fights. That same pattern is why Bivol was able to get him.
He did not allow Canelo to get inside. As soon as Canelo would get into that certain range, he would jab him. We didn't see any lateral moves where he would throw, push off to the side, as we used to see Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo was almost smothering his shot because he couldn't stay at range with him. Terence Crawford runs off counter combinations. It would be a wider margin.
Even so, Crawford picked the hardest challenge on purpose. He wants to settle the argument for good by going after Floyd. He does not want anyone to describe him as extraordinary, but he has never talked to Floyd about it. He wants to get the most support possible by going up against the man who ruled boxing for 20 years.
If you put Terence Crawford against any opponent on Floyd's resume, who do you have favored? Terence Crawford or one of Floyd's opponents?
Why does Ryan keep mentioning?
No, I'm asking the question first. Do we got Terence Crawford beat everybody on Floyd's resume?
Crawford is also a real competitor, one of the few people who likes real challenges more than easy wins. He loves problems to solve, even if it means being criticized. Of course, people are asking him, why go after Floyd, who is old? Why not confront someone like Boots Ennis? To be fair, they have some good reasons to be suspicious.
Gironni's Terence Crawford, the fight. And that's it for it. It's just clean. Obviously, you've got Lena to take care of first, but that to me, that's great. You know, crossover fight, because Boots is changing the guard guy. Crawford's the guy in there and done it all. It's pretty, but he's still very much.
Fans, fighters, and observers have known for years that Boots will likely be Crawford's next opponent. His style goes well with Crawford's. He is an explosive switch hitter who is very skilled and can be dangerous from anywhere in the ring.
Who they are cancel out each other as far as height. You know, they both switch hitters, lifts, and everything. All of that cancels out each other. So they are literally the same people pretty much. The only difference is Crawford done been in the big stage against big fighters so many times. And also with age, he didn't beat up his body, so his age is actually good. He got the grown man strength. He not just grown man stuff, but he's built on top of it. Like, look at him at 135. He was a little funny dude. Now he wasn't a big dude. Now look at him. He gripped up everything. He's strong. So I feel like he got everything, all the experience, all the knowledge. So I gotta go with Crawford.
The only difference is that he's been on a big show a lot of times and hasn't hurt his body, so his age is good. He got stronger like a grown man, but he didn't stop there. He built on top of it. Watch him at 135, he was funny. He wasn't a big guy. I look at him now and see that he tore everything up. He knows he's strong. So, I think he has everything, all the skills and information. At some point, more than just fans were talking. To make it clear, Boots has been calling out Crawford over and over again, saying that he wants to fight the best fighter of his time. When asked about Boots, however, Crawford quickly ducks the question, saying that the fight doesn't fit his plans and isn't worth his time.
A lot of people like boost this, boost that, boost this. You know, fighting Boots is a lose-lose situation. You know, I win, they're gonna say, oh well, he was young, he wasn't ready. You know, he was talented, he was skillful, but you got the experience over. You got, you know, so much more than this kid that never been tested before. You know, because we always seen him win and fly in color, a fashionate way. You know, to where we say, oh man, he's cold, he's skillful, but he's never been in the ring with nobody to test him. So me fighting Boots would be like, okay, well, you beat Boots. It's not a mega fight. It's going to sell a little bit because of your name.
Even so, rumors about a fight between Crawford and Boots have not gone away. In fact, the argument gets louder and more heated every time Crawford changes the subject.
A whole lot of sense in a fight that stylistically would be, oh my goodness. It's a fight between Terence Crawford and Jerron Boots Ennis. I don't think I think it's going backwards. But to that point, Jerron doesn't have the kind of accolade. He doesn't sell to the mass and all these. So this fight was perfect timing for both these guys.
Finally, there's Virgil Ortiz Jr., who just played great and called out Crawford right away. Ortiz has also been getting a lot of attention from Oscar de la Hoya, who has called him one of the most important potential 154-pound fights.
I don't care if you play trick and you can't take it. My money is still working it. Every fight was just like I have the time for a while. Great fight and they have a show. And what do you keep doing with what I choose? Oscar
Fans really want that fight. But let me tell you the truth. Crawford has already beat Canelo and Errol Spence. He doesn't need another great name to show who he is. The point of this fight is not to win. It has to do with memory. People would respect you if you fought with Boots. A fight with Ortiz would get a lot of attention. Face-to-face fights with Floyd, on the other hand, will be talked about for decades.
Because, like, if you look at Floyd's resume, it's much deeper than Crawford's. And Floyd was faster and he had better defense and all that stuff. But Floyd picked and chose when he fought guys, especially once he left lightweight. He wiped out the junior lights, bring him. Lightweight, he jumps up to Jose Luis Castillo first thing. A lot of people think he lost the first fight, then he won the rematch. But once he left lightweight, he was careful about when he fought guys. So even though his resume is deeper with names, people remember, yeah, but he didn't want it with certain dudes at certain times. Crawford, we all witnessed, even though the resume is thin in certain ways, he wanted it with everyone the whole time.
This is when it gets interesting. Terence Crawford is bigger than Floyd. He's stronger. He is younger now and still busy. Getting Floyd hurt isn't really the problem, though. It links everything together. Crawford might start strong and take charge right away. Floyd could also turn the fight into a defensive game of chess, which would test Crawford's patience and make him make mistakes.
On defense, like catch, bam, 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 bam. That boy done. Floyd had the best defense in boxing history. Hitting you with shots that you don't see. That's where Floyd mastered. You know, hitting not good. A lot of people, they give him credit now. They didn't give him.
At the news conference, Floyd talked about his legacy, his wealth, and his respect. Crawford stressed how important it was to push himself, find obstacles, and show that he was the best in the ring.
And then when I see it's a chance for me to do a heist, a quick heist, I'm gonna let y'all know this. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. At the end of the day, I'm the smart one. Because I don't care if you write good about me, you write bad about me, but you right.
That's the end of today's movie. Please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you like what you saw so you don't miss any of our future material. Feel free to write your thoughts in the space below. Please let us know what you think. We'll see you in the next, so stay tuned.